You're looking at a custom aluminum boat built in the Pacific Northwest by Jasper Marine. Stay tuned and you'll find out how this boutique builder pulled off the hat trick of making a custom boat that has high speed with low power and a price tag in the ballpark of a fiberglass boat. My name is Jeff Hammond. I'm with BoatTEST.com, and today I'm on a Jasper Defender 22. It is very unusual. It's an aluminum boat, all aluminum, and it is at the top of the aluminum pyramid when it comes to boats of this type. This Jasper Defender 22 is not one of your raw-built aluminum boats. It is well finished. They line polish the aluminum in many areas. It's sort of like a frame around this opening in the gunnel, and it's very attractive. The thing that sets this boat apart from all the others is, as I said, it was a 22-foot boat. Well, at least that's what the builder calls it, but I wouldn't call it that. I'd call it a 25-footer, and the reason is the water line goes right back there to the transom, and that's 24 feet 6 inches. So you're getting a lot of boat. It's really a 25-footer, and that's what most anybody else would call it. The boat we're on today is powered by twin 175s, but the standard boat comes with a 300. It's an owner's boat, by the way. The owner's had it for 3 months, and I'm told that he's put 45 hours on it already. He's rigged this boat up for fishing. He's got rod holders. The builder tells me if you want more rod holders, they'll put as many up here as you want. But he also has holders for tanks, so he can hold 8 tanks. For scuba diving, the seats here fold up to the gunnels, so you optimize the area of the cockpit. And by the way, this cockpit is 36 square feet. Now remember, this is a customizable boat, highly customizable. So if you want a different scene back here, which is, let's say, for entertaining, and you don't want to fish, or you don't want to scuba dive, you can have these fold-up seats put in both sides. You can also have a table that's placed here and then has a dedicated place for storage. This decking you see is made by Ultra Deck, and it's closed cell foam, and it's very comfortable on the feet, and it comes standard. One of the features I like, and I'd like to see more boats do it, on either side of the cockpit, there's a step to help you get in from the dock. This is an interesting option, and it is a hot water heater for a shower. Just leave it out in the sun. This black paint heats up the water inside, and you take a warm shower. Nice idea. Port and starboard in the deck, we have boxes that can be used for all sorts of things. When we were out a little while ago, I stowed the fenders in here, but you can use them as fish boxes. You can put ice in it and have your beverages cool down, any number of uses. I like the access to the engine start batteries and the hydraulic pump for the outboards. Most boats have them down in the transom of the boat. You've got to get down there and crawl around it, snake yourself back into the recesses, but right here they're up out in the open and very handy. An interesting feature behind the fold-out seat is a compartment. This can be a live well, it can be a fish box, or it can be just storage. The aft bulkhead is all glass, so that means that people inside have an exciting view as you motor along. The aft door is 55 inches high, so you do have to duck, but it's not too low. The overhead inside the cabin is 6'3". The cabin is 79 inches wide. The 2 bench seats you see here, port and starboard, are each 36 inches long with diamond stitching. A table can be put here in the middle. The captain and companion seat are made by Shockwave, and they're a great thing to have if you're out in heavy chop or even moderate chop as we were today. The helm is simple. It has a standard 16-inch Garmin display, a vessel view, zip wake interceptors, your electrical switches on the left. It even has a spritz for the windshield. What's not standard is the VHF radio and the bow thruster. With twin engines, you really don't need it, but on the other hand, it's sort of nice to have and it works well. This is a thoughtful standard item, and I'd like to see it on more boats. It's a self-contained unit, and it's an important one. It's the bilge pump, and you can have it on auto, which you should probably have most of the time. And if it starts running, then a red light's going to go on. I very much recommend this on all boats because I had the experience myself on my boat. The light was just like this in the salon. It wasn't at the helm, it was in the salon where people hang out, and sure enough, out of the corner of my eye, I saw the red light go on. Well, it turned out that I had a little leak in my bilge. If I were buying this boat, I would say, well, I want footrests right here under the helm and for the companion. And voila, the company can do it. No big deal. It's one of the great things about having a boat like this. Another option you can have is a glass overhead with a shade that pulls over it. It's all manual, it's waterproof. I like it better than the opening ones because they often leak. Notice that there's vinyl on the sides and on the gunnels, and frankly, it's a nicely finished out boat. All of the structure here made out of interior aluminum, all painted with metallic epoxy paint. It looks beautiful, and it's the kind of thing that you see on these 110-foot azimuths where they put the same kind of paint on all sorts of things they have inside the boat. It looks elegant. I'm standing in an 8-inch well down from the deck. This serves several purposes. First of all, it allows this nice 6'3" headroom, and second of all, it gets center of gravity for the boat as low as possible. It's one of the reasons the boat handles so well and is so comfortable, and it's because it has a low CG. Because the builder is in the Pacific Northwest and we're in sort of the Atlantic Northeast, it's fun to take these boats out on cool days because about half the year it's cool. And the man that owns this has been taking it out since January. And the boat has a heater, and you'll see right here, they've got vents to defog the windshield. And this is an absolute must when you're running a boat on cool days. One of the great things about this design is it maximizes the interior, as I told you, 79 inches wide. It does have side decks, so you can get out and put fenders out or come along this catwalk. But most people, and what I like about it, is there's a door forward. And this makes passage from the bow to the stern easy. Now, look what they've done. To maximize the deck space in the forward cockpit, they have cut away what's normally a seat so that this door can fold back against the bulkhead. And so that gives you a lot of room here and a little different layout than we're used to seeing. But otherwise, if we had this seat here as we normally see it, the door has to be there or has to be closed. Jasper has solved a couple of problems by deviating from tradition and creating this asymmetric layout. One of the absolutely delightful things about this boat is the stylish curve to the windshield. Now that's custom made 6mm glass. It can stand quite a load on it. Above you'll see this brow. Very good idea. The brow makes the boat look stylish and also keeps the sun out of the helmsman's eyes. You're going to ask me, does this boat have a head? And the answer is yes, it does. It has it right here. It's a portable head. If you wanted an electric head, you could have that put in as well. But this is portable and quite functional here. Now, one thing that we've never seen before are these magnetic snaps. We've seen magnetic devices before, but never quite like this. There's 4 of them, one on each corner, and it allows the seat cushion to sit there and stay firm. It's not going to be blown off. To starboard, there are snaps, which the owner of the company has told me he's going to get rid of for the magnets, which he likes very much. This is a good place for wet storage. You can put anything you want in there. Rain will get in there. There's no channel here, but it'll go right out the side in the scupper. The Jasper 22 has a vertical windlass, and under this hatch you have terrific access to the chain locker, which drains separately. As you'll notice here, the welding is MIG welding, which is all very uniform. Another thing, if you'd like to have this polished and made sort of invisible, you can do that. It's just an option. The owner of this boat wanted to use her as a scuba diving and fishing workboat, so there was no need to spend the upcharge to grind and polish the dozens of welds all over the boat. Now look at these surfaces. You would never know they have been welded because they've been ground and polished to look like one continuous surface. Well, the whole boat can look like that if you're willing to pay for it. I think it's great to have the option to save money by having a workboat look, and on the other hand, if you want a yacht finish, you just pay the upcharge. So this Jasper Defender 22 can be used for all sorts of things: cruising, fishing, scuba diving, or adventure boating. And so this rack can be here. It's an option, but you can have it put on. It's a great place for stand-up paddle boards, canoes, kayaks, all sorts of water toys, even a stowaway tent. If you really want to have something that's storm-proof, then you can really turn this boat into more of an express, and you can have what they call a storm bow. You can have 2 traditional V-berths and a toilet. The headroom will be enough so that you can sit on the head if you're a 6-foot person. The big questions are, how does she handle and how fast does she go? To find out, we ran the boat at 38 miles per hour directly into the short 2 to 3 foot chop in Narragansett Bay. She cut through the waves thanks to her 50-degree dead rise forward, and we hardly needed the shockwave seats Jasper provides for the skipper and companion. Her keel is 3/8-inch plate and her bottom is made of a 1/4-inch aluminum. That plate is cut and bent in such a way that the boat has a sharp entry rather than the blunt ones we often see coming out of boat yards in the Pacific Northwest. Notice as we run along, the bow throws water out and away from the boat rather than up and in front of it. Also note her high freeboard, something that makes her dry and ready for work in snotty conditions. She turned smoothly as we sliced a circle in the oncoming waves and did not lose grip even in tight turns. Her 18-degree dead rise at the transom and chine work together to dampen the roll even in beam seas. This is a boat made for rough conditions, and not once did we have to put the windshield wipers on. She likes to run, and as we rat-a-tat-tatted across the bay, we were comfortable and snug in her cozy cabin. Now, how fast did she go? Powered by twin 175 Mercury engines with 15 by 21 inch wheels, she averaged 48.25 miles per hour on reciprocal courses. There's nothing quite like the thrill of planning and designing your own custom boat. Jasper Marine is about the only company we know of in North America that will do it in this size range in aluminum. And whether you call her a 22 or a 25, as I do, she's a lot of boat for the money. For Boat Test, I'm Jeff Hammond reporting. And remember, life is better in a boat, particularly if she was built just for you.